Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Hope that you are all doing amazing, phenomenal, exuberantly gorgeous in your own right, in your own self, in your own energy. Yes, welcome. My name is Letiste. I do readings on here as well as offer readings down below. I don't know why I did that. Like I said, one of these days it'll be normal. Anywho, out anyway. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming in. And with all that's being said and done, let's get into it and use those thumbs. Like some share and subscribe. Oh my god, that was kind of cool, but I didn't like that. It was cheesy. Anyways, let's get into this. I love when I'm rambling beforehand, especially for these type of readers, because I'm like, Spirit is hilariously let's get into it. Anyways, let's get into this. Set this up. There we go. So we're gonna do what's the tea? What's the going on? What's the energy? What's the vibe? Whatever you're feeling, whoever you're thinking about, whatever you're thinking about. And again, I don't tap into their energy, I tap into your energy involving the person. Because I don't do unconsensual readings on people and their energies. You get it? You got it? Ashe. So with that being said and done and put out, we're going to set this for. Now, Spirit wants me to pull from this deck, which is hilarious. I am going to also pull from the other deck, but I love it because we can really get into it. This is letting me know, because this is what I call my ancestor deck. This is letting me know that this situation has gotten up to the ancestors. It has gotten up to your angels. It has gotten up to your people. It has gotten up. And so they got a word or two to say about this situation as well. Because, yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into what is the tea. Now, it doesn't mean it's bad, doesn't mean it's good, but it's meaning that they had to get involved. And they were always involved, but it's like, no. we got to do what we need to do. So let's see what and why. I said what and why. I'm hearing what and why. Okay. Actually, let's get into this. What and why is Spirit chilling there for? Now, if we want to keep it on the surface level without getting too deep, this is the Oshe card, okay, which is also associated with the Oshun card, right? Which is also associated with the Justice card, because she is justice, a warrior, divine divinity in that sense, balance. But it says brightness and glories to those who deserve them. So this, I'm hearing the saying, I love seeing my friends succeed, right? Because it makes me happy. But also, it's like, if God is blessing someone that you know, God is in the neighborhood. I'm hearing that one as well. So it's this energy of like, you love seeing people around you thrive, succeed. And you're like, I'm happy to say it. I'm happy to be present. I'm happy to be for. Hey, where can I get a fucking foam finger? Let me vouch this up. So it's this energy where you are in a energy that is ready to be there. It says the keywords are calming and elegant, likely to achieve fame, good taste and refinement, good at generating wealth, loving and sentimental, ingenious, knows how to create plans and executes them proactively. And I feel like this is your energy. And so with this energy of you coming out with being able to draw in that energy of selling that forth, is like, this is why they have to step in. This is why they had to get present. That's why I was like, what or who? And it's funny because the only Orisha with this one is Oshun. There's only one. So that means that you really got some dynamic justice, some dynamic karma, some dynamic energy coming in because of what you're sown. It reminds me of the story of when she went to go and help the people that were down on the land. I don't remember they were. I'm so sorry, forgive me. No, seriously, like, anyway, and she had to fly up, and she kept trying different animals and birds to fly up, and she had to turn into, I believe it's something that's kind of similar to like a vulture. I believe it's in the vulture family, and if you know anything about vultures, they literally eat off of the disease so that way it can actually save the environment, the ecosystem, so that way we're not breathing in dead fumes. So they work in a way of that sense. And so with her coming up, she had to turn and transform and get burned up by the sun and turn into something that was not beautiful and gorgeous. She's known as one of the most beautiful and gorgeous Orisha. So it's this sense, and she did that in a sense of saving the people down below because they were going through famine, they were going through strife and this energy. And so you have this energy to want to be present and help people or save people, or just you just have a kindness about you, a true charismatic generosity, a loving woman nature about you. But you also know that it's not in the way that I look, it's because of who I am. And that's why she got blessed that way between being able to communicate as well with the big God, because there's only one other person that can and to communicate between these two. So it's this sense of you have this divine connection, and you walk with this sense of authority and energy about you that people notice, that is very glowing. And so this brightness and glories to those who deserve them. And so Spirit is saying that you deserve them, and this is why we have to get involved, because you could have been going through situations where it's like, okay, I need to step in because shit needs to get done. Shit needs to happen. You need to get noticed. You need to get seen. You need to get heard. You need to get loved. You need to get money. You need to get felt. That's what it is, Oshun. You need that abundance because that's what you deserve. Ashe. And so with them coming in, I'm also going to say there has to be an opposing energy that is on the opposite of you. And it's the card right before this card. Arosan. Or Arosan. And that's in a reverse, which is shadow work energy, even though this is already a shadow work reverse card. Which is hilarious because 8 and get it so afraid of what the future may be, you didn't act. And so I feel like they're having me turn it back up, right? I say. So I feel like, especially with this energy coming in here right across from that, you it's this energy that possibly people are afraid of. You got Oya, oh my gosh. You got fucking, not you, thank you, Spirit. No, yeah, you got Oya, Nana, and Iku, which is death, change, rebirth. Genius and authoritative, aggressive when speaking, stands alone in a crowd, relationship issues with mother, tendency to take responsibility for the problems of others. Again, that sacrifice energy. Thinks a lot but acts little, leading to stagnation, serious illness with a spiritual background. Like I said, you are very divinely connected. She's the only one that can speak to Rumina. So it's this energy. And Oya is about change. That's about right there. Oya is about that change, that shit that actually gonna come in and wreck shit up. Okay? Nana is about that as well. She's the mother. She's the also architectural knowledge energy. She's the energy of being able to hold all this evidence and truth. And so that's why it said the spiritual background, this understanding equals the depth. It's the change. So I feel like you and what has been holding you back, Ashe. Oh my goodness, I'm like, where's this book? It's this understanding. So I feel like that's the tea you need to be sipping on. And Spirit is like, I mean, they like sometimes we gotta lure you in with something just to tell you something. It's like they gotta do what do they call those? Like almost jump scares or like clickbaits with you for lessons and blessings and stuff. Is like they almost I'm seeing like they saying like we got almost got to dangle a carrot. So it's hilarious with what's the tea readings is typically like I even say that like it's not reading in somebody else's energy, it's reading your energy in that relationship. But I feel like Spirit is like the tea is between us. I love Spirit. We're like, we gonna say what the fuck we need to say when it needs to be said. And that's the tea. And it's like recognize that It's a balance between these two. Because Oya is that change, or you can be that destructive energy, that wreck and shop energy. Nana is that let me recollect energy and take it in, or it can be the faulting of truth. So it's this energy of what are you setting up? The brightness will shine on you because you are deserving of it. But don't allow what you're afraid of or the past to be what sucks you in and holds you back. Mm? And I'm hearing don't be around energies that allow that either. That's why they said that if God's a neighborhood, because it's like sometimes you be around people that don't celebrate, and it's like, dang, maybe I was too happy for myself, too proud for myself. I was watching Scream Queens, the reality show, and yes, there's a reality show. It was a reality show for auditions for the next girl to be in Saw. Really good show. The first season, at least. Second season kind of pissed you off because of who won. Like, bitch, you wasn't doing good this entire time, and all of a sudden you win because you're kind of doing good the last few times. Anywho, anyway, but in the second season, one of the girls she kept winning, like leading lady, which is why I don't get why she didn't win. Anyways, she kept getting leading lady of the week, kept getting it over and over and again, and it's like, okay, she kept getting it, but she didn't want to seem happy in front of the other people. And yes, it's like, okay, it's a competition, but it was also people that she was associating as her friend. She's like, but I didn't want to be too excited. I don't want to like upset people or ruffle feathers, or I'm just gonna take that win and keep going. And it's just like, don't be around people that make you stifle that. Because even in a competition, that's when you really supposed to like, yes, I got lady the, because it's like you deserve it. They know that you deserve it. You have to recognize that you deserve it. And so it's tapping into don't be afraid because other people are getting mad at other people for also winning and what they're saying. You have to keep doing and being you. Because that's where the abundance comes in. That's where the flow comes in. Yeah, we got that stick up your ass must be uncomfortable. Like I said, you ain't, don't be shifting shit now. Don't be changing shit now. Don't be don't stifle your energy. Don't stifle, and that's under the afraid. Don't be afraid to be authentically you, to set that shit up, to say what you need to say. Oh my God. They said mommy issues, and then guess what came out? Daddy issues. Maybe a little bit of both. But that is could be causing that fear, that understanding of feeling like, sorry, that false understanding. Thank you, Spirit. Feeling like this is it. You have to set it up that way. And it's like, no, you are glorious. You are powerful. You are deserving of so much more. Yeah, we got on a wing and on a prayer. That's well, shit. It's this energy. Like I said, when her story of her like having to try different animals to reach the heavens, and she finally had one, and then got burnt by somebody who was able to make it, and it didn't look pretty. All the feathers burnt off, and it was look crazy. I looked crazy. I have no idea where this accent is coming from. I think it was an Ewu. I think that's where that accent came. Tell me what the fuck that is. Yeah, we got ancestors, please, and pregnancy. If you don't know, Oshun gets pregnant, baby. No pun intended. And so ancestors are pleased. So you could be pregnant, could have been wanting to get pregnant. I'm hearing a blossoming of an idea. Step into this. That's the real tea. Step into this. You are afraid of being blessed. I'm hearing you are afraid of being blessed. And it could be guilt, it could be stagnation, it could be a frequency that you're vibrating on that isn't lining up with yours and that isn't your own. You need to raise your vibration. Yeah, we got 444 fire and desire. It's this energy where you almost feel like it's okay to play second fiddle. And you don't realize it sometimes. And that's what also makes you uncomfortable is you're not realizing it as well, but your spirit and your energy is. And so with this pregnancy, is that you are on this fertile ground. And it's hilarious because I'm seeing it. It's somebody I follow on YouTube. I love her. She's so fucking amazing. I think it's Alyssa Nguyen. And she did a pregnancy test. And she was like, "Oh my gosh, my fourth child." Like she was happy, like very happy to have kids and things of that sort. And it's happy because it's very recent. And the fact that she got finals at 444 in between these two, it's this energy of like you have to be happy with the pregnancies that you're having because they're blessings. And it doesn't have to be actual because obviously some people can't get pregnant at me. Some people like can't get pregnant because they don't have the genetic makeup to get pregnant. Well, sorry, not genetic, biological, I say, or genetic. Spirit said no, genetic, I say. For that to happen, but it could be creative ideas. It could be setting things up like that, and so that is the pregnancy. It can be new foundations. It can be new habits. Yeah, we got liar. Ooh. No, thank you, Spirit. I was like, huh? Yeah, we got liar coming in here. That's right on top of the daddy issues and that you can't be okay with where you are. I always like to say spirit can see for the most part. Spirit is not blind, they're present. Right? Don't lie about a situation. Being grateful is not lying. It turns into toxic positivity, toxic this, like delusion on a scale of not actually manifesting trueness in a way, right? Not delusion in a good way. It's this sense of being like, you need food. Like you need food. You like, dang, I got no money for food. It's like, but it's fine. Like, that's all right. I can go hungry. I can go. And it's like, no. Spirit's gonna be like, can you? Like, how long you gonna tell us that you can go hungry when you know you? And it's almost like it's like, don't lie to us about the situations. Don't be like, oh no, that didn't hurt my feelings. No, that didn't mean nothing to me. No, I didn't set that up. It's like, don't lie to yourself to fit something or to create something because you're afraid or you don't want to shift and move, because what you are really doing is recognizing, man, I'm okay with sacrificing truth. Oshun didn't have to sacrifice the truth. You ain't got to sacrifice the truth. Be real with it. Be like, hey, spirit, like, hey, I'm grateful that I have a place and this and that, but it'll be nice that the fridge that I got food in it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's where that balance comes in, because like I said, that they all of them are good to have. This energy is good to have. Like I say, the reverse is shadow work. Dealing with the mommy issues, dealing with the daddy issues, dealing with lying to self, lying about situations, how it affects you, what's going on. It pleases the ancestors when you're being real, because now they know what to uproot. You know what to uproot. It's like eating something that like makes you sick, like sick to your stomach to smell it. But you're like, I'm gonna eat it anyway. It's like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that anymore. Yeah, we gotta stop looking for love in the trash. You don't have to accept that. Stop looking in there. Stop going back. Can y'all see these numbers? 8 ancestors displeased. On top of this one, which is so afraid of what the future may be, you didn't act. 9 ancestors, please. On top of the 9, for brightness and glories to those who deserve them. So it's like you can go either way. You can really go either way. What is the final messages that you have for them? Yeah, shut up and listen. Stop talking yourself out of things. You really have to stop, and that's on this side. Stop talking yourself out of things. Yeah, we got third party person. Like I said, get away from those energies, and that's right on top of them too. If somebody's conflicting you with your fire and desire, it's like, no, you shouldn't say that. No, you shouldn't do things that way. Or I was taught this way, or I can't do that. Or I'm hearing what will my church think, what will my family think, what will my friends think, what will my job think, what will the world think. It's like you're always thinking about this outside person. Who gives a fuck? Mm-mm. Please yourself and please who matters, who's there, who's praising you, who's uplifting you, ancestors or not. Because if you have to oppress yourself, silence self, accept trash, don't do that. You're worthy of so much more. You are worthy of so much more. You are worthy of so much more. Yeah, you're stronger than you know. And strength doesn't have to be, I'm going to take it. No, it's on this side. She knew she had the strength to get to where she needed to be. Calm, calm your tits and mommy issues. Calm your tits is on this side because the ancestors are pleased, so shut up and listen. And mommy issues is on this side. Yeah, it's making you uncomfortable. It's making you, and you got the card, and literally the A card said it could possibly be mommy issues. So take that as it resonates. Yes, Spirit, thank you. Take these final few cards. And 4. Thank you. Yeah, Spirit is funny. We got the only constant is change, 555, and you're the problem. You have to be the change. You have to be the change. You're stronger than you know. Stop doubting yourself because other people doubt themselves and then want you to doubt yourselves so that way it can be a pity party. And then that way they can also blame, no, we're not going to do that. And that way they can also be like, well, I couldn't, and this and that in my life. And then, no. And I'm hearing you can smell the lie on them as well. Even if you're like, I don't lie, you can smell the lie on them. I'm here, you can smell it from a mile away. Stop playing with yourself. We got failure to commit and it'll break your heart. And that's what the ancestors displease. Yeah, we got needs time to mature. I love it. And final 4 cards for this side. We got separation. And that's like a bridge between these two. Okay? So calm your tits. And that's right on top of ancestors displease and it'll break your heart. So calm yourself. When you feel like you are getting a lot of this work, calm yourself. Allow yourself to just breathe. Seriously, just breathe. Okay? We have new career path. It needs time to mature. And that's with the pregnancy. So I feel like, especially with this on the Wing and the Prayer, you're building a foundation. And that's good because you also got Oya and Uku, which is about, again, that death, that rebirth, that shift. Like I said, you can pull from this. It's really good because it's teaching you with the shadow work. It's mommy issues, the lying, the accept. That's just shadow work, baby. That's just conflict resolution of self. Because conflict is you. Find the problem. I'm also the solution. Ashe. So with the final few cards, you got you're a magical ass being, act accordingly. 777. 444, 555, 8989. You are divinely walking a path. Separate yourself from feeling like you're displeasing or a disappointment. And like I said, they feel like sometimes they gotta lure you in with stuff, and I feel like it's because they're trying to speak your language. And so sometimes we trick and spirit, like, damn, another lesson, damn, another cycle, and it's like because you're either accepting lies or settling or this and that, and so now they have to. That's why I said it feels like they have to dangle it, carry it, like, hey, or let's get the tea, but it's like, no, this is what the fuck is going on, like, damn. And it's like they don't want to do that to sit you down, but it's like, don't go around it. Approach it, address it, feed what needs to be fed, nurture what needs to be nurtured, calm self when you need to be calm, recognize when you're being triggered or upset or reacting in a way that is not allowing you to utilize maybe your rage or your sadness or your faith in your heart, whatever it is. Okay? Because that will break your heart. That failure to commit to self. And that is also breaking their, like, don't do that. And it's like they don't want to do that. It's like we want you to just get there. Because sometimes it's just changing self. So you have to change yourself a few times. Like, I need to get this message across. And then wind up allowing her to be blessed and abundant. Don't allow people to get in your head. And I'm saying, like, don't allow. Because sometimes that's what I'm like. You gotta be blunt with yourself. That's why it's the bluntest fuck day. You gotta be blunt. Let me not allow that shit. And not in a way of shame, like, let me not allow that. For myself, for my own self-preservation, for my own self-love. Because sometimes when I don't allow it, I can be like, damn. My approach is in a way that I can just learn from. But let me not lie about it. Let me recognize it. Okay? So that has been your tea. That was not what we was expecting, huh? I'll let you lace us more. Until next time.